Well, tonight I'm stopping at a pub campsite and it's called the Cotton Arms, and it's still in Cheshire, East Cheshire, and tonight's going to be, I think, a little bit stormy, high winds, and it's forecasting frost through the night, so it's going to be a cold one. But I popped into the pub to pay my £5 for the pitch, and they've got a wonderful fire going, so I'll get pitched, get set up, and then I'm going to go in there and have a drink and sit in front of the fire, because it was freezing last night when I was stopping elsewhere. So I'll show you more once I get settled in, or tomorrow, but I'm going to go get pitched before weather changes, because we've got a bit of blue sky at the moment, but it is going to change, and we are going to get some high winds, so I'm going to go get pitched and catch you up later. It's cool. It's another night of batten down the hatches, so I'm going to get the inside of the tent sorted out now, get changed, get in the pub, log burning stove, leather armchair, couple of pints, some food. Happy days. Cheers, guys. It's a bad night tonight. It's a lot worse than I was expecting. I'm not so sure the tent will survive the night, but only time will tell. So guys, I survived the stormy night. It's one of the worst I've had actually, and I've had some very windy weather out camping. In particular with this little nature hike Cloud Up 2. I had that out for a couple of days down in South Wales on a campsite which was on some cliffs, and it got fairly battered with the wind then, and came through it absolutely fine. In fact, there was other tents around me were getting blown down. This one here, I'm camping in Cheshire, and it's late November, so there's a icy cold wind. It's not freezing, but the wind temperature's below freezing. It's really cool. And last night you saw some of that footage of the tent getting battered, and it was getting a little bit sort of pushed over to one side, and I got up a couple of times to check it, but it seemed to be doing all right from a point of view of holding out. And this morning when I've come to check the tent, everything's still fairly firm. So guys, this is the campsite I'm stopping at, the Cotton Arms, and it's in a little village called Wrenbury, which is Wrenbury. So a little village, Wrenbury, and the pub is a really nice pub. I ate there last night, had a couple of pints, had something to eat by a log fire, so it was really good. Because of the time of year, it's freezing, you know, and just to be in somewhere is really helpful. This is on a little back road, fairly quiet, and the entrance to the actual pub vehicle entrance is just down there by that silver car, and it goes up behind the pub. So I'll take you for a walk up there, and very easy access for motorbikes. The camping field is a grass field, and it's flat, so it's perfectly accessible with your bike. Even this time of year, late November, it's not too bad for riding across. So this is the entrance, and it's hard sort of gravel, compacted gravel, easy access for bikes. And there's two parts to the site really. There's one for caravans, and there's one which is a camping field where I am, which is for tents and vans, but that's a dedicated caravan electric hookups in the background there. So we'll just have a wander up and have a look. Right guys, I'm at the rear of the pub now, and there's a few little outdoor seating areas there, which I guess would be quite handy first thing in the morning, because the pub doesn't open a little bit later, about lunchtime. So they'll be quite handy to sit under if the weather's not so good. And just to orientate, there's a walkway through here from the pub onto the camping field where you can just see the bike there. But what I'm going to show you now is the toilet facilities. Now the toilet facilities are very basic, but they're clean but basic. And the showers, you pay £1 for 8 minutes. Electric showers, so really warm. When you consider that as a solo camper, this has cost me £5, then even adding £1 for a shower, that's cheap camping. And also you've got the facility of the pub, and the pub is a really good pub. It's an eating pub. It's a bar, traditional bar, and an eating bar. They have log fires and real ales, and the food's good. Now, just to show you the toilet facilities, they're actually at the back of the pub. And the first one I'll show you, well, I'm not going to show you because there's a slight problem. So yeah, you have a dedicated gents toilet, and I don't know what's behind that door, because at the moment they've got a flood, and to be honest with you, we're in late November, and you know the weather conditions you do get can do things like that, but there are other toilets. So you've got a disabled toilet and shower. So that's your disabled facilities, and I guess quieter times you'll be able to use these. So in there you've got your shower, electric shower, toilet obviously, hand basin. One thing sort of missing out of there is a mirror, to be honest, but we'll survive. And then coming round you have two more showers labelled 1 and 2, and that's your coin receptacle for the showers. Obviously 1, 2, and I presume the bottom ones are disabled. Now actually you don't put coins in these, you get a coin from the bar, you pay £1 and get your coin, and it's 8 minutes, so it's more than adequate. So that's effectively 3 showers, and on this side you've got a ladies' toilet. Yeah, so you've got ladies' toilets, so just check there's nobody here, and the hand sink. The toilets are clean, and actually the ladies get a mirror. So yeah, so we've got two cubicles for the ladies. And not to forget, there's when the pub's open, you'll be able to use the pub facilities as well. We have a wash-up facility just in the outside, and again, you know, when you consider that you're paying £5 a night, that's more than adequate. This looks like an old bowling green. I don't think it's much used as a bowling green now, but it could just be time of year. And the caravan area is just up here. And I'm going to take you up through there because I appreciate you might be coming here with a caravan. So you go up this drive here. And you're onto the caravan side. Now, quite a few of these houses look as if they're permanently here, and it looks like there's more area at the top there to use. And this continuation of the driveway in front of me is what takes us through into the camping field. So it's a large field. I presume these fence posts denote the camping field to the right here. So that's this is the camping field. As I say, good solid grass. You got to remember, because it's just turning into autumn into winter, nothing's ever at its best. There are a couple of caravans. So it's a good large camping field. Now I've got myself tucked over here to try and shelter from the forecast, which was it was a yellow and very high winds. And last night was it really tested this little nature hike climb to tent. But I have had it out in high winds before, and although it gets pushed about a bit, as you can see, it just survived intact. And the Honda CB500X, that bike is doing remarkable things for a small, fairly low powered motorcycle. I think it's only about 47 brake horsepower, but it's remarkably efficient on fuel. And to be honest, it's just a good fun bike to ride. Anyhow, that sun's trying to pop out, so there's not much more to show you. So guys, just been out for a ride, and I've come across it's the Llangollen branch of the Shropshire Union Canal. I think that's right. So this is the Llangollen branch of that Shropshire Union Canal. Lovely little place. Plenty of canal side walking, and looks like they have a little shop there with ice creams and maybe coffee, stuff like that. Not at this time of year, certainly not today, late November, but it's been a nice ride out. And I'm just at quite an interesting little bridge, which I'll show you in a second, which is the one just behind me, which obviously lifts the bridge out the way for the canal barges to get through. And that's where I'm stopping. That's my campsite. Didn't realise there's another pub here. So I'm going to be trying that tonight to have a little look and see what it's like. But it's right on the canal side, and you can see the canal going off in that direction there. So that's the lift bridge. It'd be really cool to see that in action. And to be honest, it does look fairly old in its design. So I'm back on the campsite. The sun is about to go down. It's just turning dusk. It'll go dark very quickly, and with it will come the cold. The wind isn't as strong as it was through the day, and certainly not through the night last night. Really high winds last night, and I think it's going to be a bit of a calmer night tonight, but much colder. And it was cold last night. So I've started to get the bags on the bike ready for the morning, because I'll be heading off home tomorrow. But it is getting cool now. I'm going to wrap up, get changed, and go and have something to eat. £5 a night. That's all this is. So guys, just finishing coffee. I've only got the tent to take down, bike's mostly packed, and I'm going to be actually heading home today. I've had 2 nights at the campsite here, at the Cotton Arms campsite, the Cotton Arms pub campsite. And you've seen some of the video clips of the weather, how bad it was. And I've had everything whilst I've been here in 2 days. We've had high winds, I mean gale force winds. There was a yellow warning in place, and people in the surrounding area have had damage to houses. The next village along from here has lost its power and water. So it has been pretty bad. The tent survived, I survived. So stormy weather, we've had rain, we've had frost, we've had hail. I mean, the tent this morning was covered in frost, but now the sun's got out a little bit, although it is cloudy. It keeps popping out, so everything's dried up nicely. I've had a bit of a lazy start to the day, so I'm just relaxing, but I'm ready now to tent down, final pack and go. So, what can we say about the Cotton Arms? Well, first of all, the pub itself is a country pub. It's in a village called Wrenbury. Now, everybody calls it Wrenbury, but it's actually Wrenbury cum Firth. It's a lovely little village. I think from when I've been speaking to the locals, it's been voted one of the best places to live in the UK. It's a lovely village, nice village green, a little shop, so you can get your facilities there. You can walk to the shop, so it's no problem getting, if you want to cater yourself, no problem getting stuff there. Northwich is, oh gosh, I'm not so sure now, but maybe about 15-20 minutes away, and that's a town, so you've got all the facilities there. The pub serves really good food. It's just a country pub. It's run by a nice family. It's a young family, and the food, I've eaten in there both nights because the weather's been so bad, but the food was really, really good. In fact, I just had the same thing both nights because I enjoyed it so much the first night. So food's really good. They have real ale. They have log fires, especially in autumn, winter, spring. They have log fires going. Oh my goodness. When you're camping in really cold weather, in stormy weather, what would you give for a pub with a log fire? And they've got it. So really good. The staff, I've got to make a mention of the staff. The staff are incredible. It's a young team and they are really great people. They've looked after me from the moment I arrived here to worrying about me when it was stormy weather. So really nice pub. nice food, nice ale, log burning fires. Nothing more to say. The site itself is split into two parts really. There's the Caravan site where there's the full electric hookups. You can actually maybe see it just in the background over there, but you've seen it in the video. And from that Caravan area, you've got direct access to the Llangollen canal, which you've seen in the video when I stopped on the bike at the bridge. The camping field, I mean, I have to mention, late November, we're almost into December, the weather's been pretty atrocious, and the ground is very wet, but it's not lying in water, it's just wet. I mean, it's exactly as you'd expect a field to be. And the camping field, again, you've seen the video, but it is the one that's directly behind me here, is a large field. Now, from what I understand, they don't they never fill this field unless they've got an event on, unless they've got some sort of rally going. So it's not a site that gets full. Maybe after this video it might, who knows, but it's not a site that gets full. You have to book, at the moment you have to book by contacting via email, and then they'll respond to you. I just turned up because I only emailed them about half an hour before I got here, and obviously when you're on the bike you just can't pick up messages, and the signal's not too great around here either, the phone signal or the 4G. You do pick it up, and I've picked it up here, and they've got Wi-Fi at the pub, but it's not the whole 4G mobile network isn't brilliant. It's a little patchy. So the campsite never gets full. I turned up, and they really the staff went out of the way to make sure that it was okay for me to stop here. And the cost, and this is 2021 prices, is £5 for a solo traveller. Just let that sink in, £5. Now, you know, by the time a year or so has passed, maybe the prices have gone up, but I don't get the impression that they're going to, like some campsites have during this pandemic, whack their prices up very high. £5 for a solo traveller. I think it's £10 for two, and then I think it's £12 for if there's 4 of you, something like that. I'll just check that. Yeah, £12 for. Oh well. So it's £5. So it's £5 for solo traveller, £10 for 2 people, £12 for 3 people, and for 4 plus, so if it's a family, it's £14. Brilliant pricing. The facilities are basic. The field's basic, it's just a field, and you know, it'll get a cut, but it's not being cut at the moment because it's obviously got wet because it's winter coming on. Well, it is nearly winter, a couple of days in winter, and but it's still okay to camp on. And apart from the fact that it has rained a lot, it's not sitting in water, so and I've rode my motorbike onto it and I'm riding the bike off it, so there's no issues with that, even at this time of year. So the field's a good field. The facilities are very basic, and you've got one gents toilet, which was flooded when I arrived, and when I filmed it, it was showing you flooded. That's been sorted this morning, so I've been in there and looked at that. And that's basic but clean. There's 2 ladies' toilets, basic but clean. There are 2 dedicated showers, and then there's a disabled shower, toilet and sink. So you've got 3 showers there, and a number of toilets. A lot of the Caravan people will be utilising their own facilities, so it doesn't really. I've not seen anybody going to them, to be honest. And there's only me here in a tent, but there are quite a few caravans. I haven't seen anybody going to them, and so I think the facilities basic but clean, and I would say adequate for when it's in season. When they have rallies, I suspect they'll put extra portaloos in for the rally, but as it is, as a basic campsite at £5 a night, they're adequate. You've also got toilet facilities within the pub when the pub's open, and that opens, I think, around lunchtime all the way through till maybe 11, I think midnight actually, if it's busy. And they've got a little beer garden area outside, but I've parked right next to that. However, you could park at the other end of the field to be away from that if you wanted to. So we got excellent pub, run by really nice people, staffed by really nice people, adequate facilities, good camping field, and you're in a beautiful area of Cheshire with lots of back roads to ride. I'll put a video up, separate video up, of some rides around here I did on a very cold day, because I've been testing out a camera and the positioning, so I'll put that on just as a little test. But you'll see some of the roads when I do publish that video. The village is nice. You've got facilities in the village. You know, you've got shop in the village, and you've also got the Llangollen Canal, which you've seen the video, and it's direct access to the canal footpath, or towpath, I should say, from where the caravans are. So from this site, you're direct onto that canal, and the canal goes past the village, so you can walk in all sorts of directions. The other thing, just maybe to note, is that it's I do like going to places like Northumbria where you get dark sky areas, and so you can see the stars. And because the weather's been so bad here, I thought, well, I have no idea really how. I guess it would be pretty dark here, but no real idea. However, last night, because it was freezing, I came out of the pub, or whatever time it was, and it was freezing. The sky was clear as anything, and you could see multiple stars. It was wonderful. It's all cloudy now, and it's day, but last night, it was wonderful. So, I would say it's a dark sky area, because there's not a lot of light pollution here. So, have I enjoyed it? You bet I have. I love a good pub, and with this cold weather, I love a good log burning stove. Well, actually, they've got 2 or 3. This is worth coming to. Even if you're sort of transiting somewhere and you're going through Cheshire, this is worth stopping over. I'd actually say it's worth having at least a couple of nights here, actually, because then you can explore around the local towns and villages, the local roads. And you're not that far from Wales from here, you know, you're not that far from the border. So, all in all, brilliant stay, brilliant little campsite, and I'd definitely be coming back. I might come in spring or summer or early autumn, because it's cold. Not too bad this morning, but I'm starting to get cold now, so. Sorry guys. Hey, thanks for watching. Please do a thumbs up if you can, if you want to. And if you haven't subscribed, it really helps me if you subscribe. This is a costly exercise in showing you lots of videos of campsites. I know it's a fairly small number of people that will want to see that type of video, but I make the sort of videos that would help me make a decision whether I was going to come to a particular place or not. Because you can read through loads of reviews, and you've got to take a balanced view on reviews, because you can get bad reviews, but it could be just that the people are really horrible people, or it could be that they just had a problem at that time. I'm not speaking about this site, but anywhere. And I think having somebody actually show you and physically film the site and show you around, get to know the people that run the site a little bit, get to know a few of the locals if there is a pub, it just makes it all the better experience. Thanks, and I'll catch you on the next video.